What's up, guys? I'm Cope.
Brandon.
Matt.
And we're back with another movie review.
It's not another, it's the first one.
Yeah, but it's not a bad movie.
We're expanding now.
We're expanding our horizons a little bit.
We're going to do a new segment now.
This is our new segment we're going to try out, and it's the WWE film review. WWE movie review.
We'll call it that for now, because they're not all going to be
bad movies.
WWE Studio.
Oh,
yes, but what we are considering as WWE movies
is anything with a wrestler in it.
Yes, anything with a wrestler in it.
Excluding The Rock for certain movies.
Yes, The Rock, obviously a big blockbuster hit. We're not going to have a lot of his movies.
Some Batista also, like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right, Guardians of the Galaxy we're not going to do. So we are going to have WWE movie reviews. And the very first one up to bat is Countdown with Dolph Ziggler, Kane, and Catherine Isabel.
As you can see.
As you can see right here. Thank God her name was there.
Catherine Isabel.
Captain Isabel?
Captain Isabel.
Captain Isabel.
That's Lieutenant.
So what did you guys think of this movie?
It was good.
Honestly, it wasn't that bad, to be honest.
Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching.
See you later!
No, I mean, but some of the acting you can tell it's not.
Well, I mean, the thing is, we're not gonna be able to do this in the same format that we do our bad movie reviews because they're just plain and simple aren't bad points like that in these movies.
Okay, well, for the storyline, it was a good storyline.
Yes.
Like, there were parts where they weren't explaining everything right away. Like, you know, it's kind of hard not to ruin anything for people because this is a brand new movie.
Yes, it is.
But, okay, so spoilers ahead. Turn it off now if you don't want to find out.
Watch the movie, then come back.
But, we find out his son was killed.
Yes.
Yeah.
By a drunk driver who was a police officer.
Yes. Which I don't still understand that story.
Yeah, the whole...
Like, his backstory with the kid getting hit, like, the way that his partner was explaining everything...
First of all, his partner's a dick.
But that's where... yeah, of course.
He was just, like...
That backstory just didn't...
Dickish,
it made it
really
seem
dickish.
like he killed the driver.
Yeah.
Why?
For killing his son.
No. What it was trying to say is that, like, he had a reason to hold a grudge against the city. Because he said he sued the city for $2 million. But I don't think he won.
But what I don't understand was that the guy already had $135.35.
$112.35.
That he already had.
That's you're mixing cases. The drunk cop who killed his son is not the same person with the $112.
Oh, no wonder. I'm like, then what's with the both amounts? Why are they put together?
You know, that was two different things. No,
confused.
but that part was good. And then having him work on the case to find this kid who had the bomb strapped to his chest was like...
I mean, overall, the story wasn't bad, and it did have a legitimate suspense aspect in it. It did have a certain twist aspect in it.
What bothered me was the wrestling scene.
Oh my God! You know,
the whole
wrestling scene as it's
so
what happens is the kidnapper asks for a ransom of $2,112.35, and it has to be brought to a specific location, which he's going to then pick it up and then allow them to find the kid. So, of course, the specific location is a arena where a WWE event is happening. So you see all of the wrestlers and their music hits and their entrance goes. And
it was 3 different events.
Yeah, the only thing that bothered me was it started out as a live event. You can clearly tell. And then they had a shot of Brock Lesnar
Royal Rumble.
Either at a Raw or a pay-per-view. And then you straight up got the stage of Royal Rumble. Yeah. So it was like, I don't understand. Are they trying to set up that they're at an event? Or are they just giving random clips that didn't make any sense?
Like
because even... before that, they showed random clips of wrestlers like warming up in the back, and you had Dean Ambrose still in his Shield attire, which was from years ago. Yeah. Kofi Kingston was in his singles attire, but then he came out with New Day. So it just didn't make any sense. None of it meshed up together. You know, they really did just take random clips. And just throw it in there. Screw it. Let's just show off wrestlers. You know, and I think at the end of the day, it's really what it was to do. You know, let's show wrestlers, and then you had Rusev. The scene with Rusev. Who wants to tackle that scene with him and Lana?
Wait, before that, what year is this movie? 2015?
It just came out. Like 2016. But it was filmed.
In a way, like when they showed the Rusev scene, Lana was still on Rusev's side before she was on Ziggler's side. Anyway. She's back on his. I'm not really up to date with that.
But that's.
Yeah, but I think it was filmed when Ziggler went on injury last summer.
That's what I'm saying. So
That was the joke. But that was like a joke hinting towards
right, because she said, like, that's a real man or something
that.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know, but you had a scene where Ziggler was chasing after the criminal, and Rusev body tackled him.
Picks up the gun, cocks it, and then points like
he knows,
and says, "Show me your badge."
But then I actually thought he was secretly working with the kidnapper.
Yeah.
And like he stopped Ziggler from catching him. No. But then he's like, I'm a cop. And he's like, show me your badge. Oh, you're just trying to be a good Samaritan? So, of course, in classic WWE style, whenever a wrestler's in a movie, they have to do their finisher at some point. So Ziggler just super kicks him right in the face.
Hang on. That's true. Every
movie. The Rock does a rock bottom. Even in, what was it? Furious 7.
Yeah, he rock
bottom Jason Statham through the table.
Yeah, he did.
So Ziggler just gives him a super kick right to the face, and he continues the pursuit. The time aspect of this movie.
The progression, it was slow.
Yes.
It was slow. It was like the longest
6 hours.
I mean, I'm sure every movie is guilty of doing this.
Yeah, but
they only had like, by the time it really came crucial in the story, they only had 6 hours left to find this kid. And
no, when it came really crucial, it was that 30 minutes.
That hour and a half. But
it really got
the point was
when his ex-partner, I guess, whatever, arrested him.
Boy, that would look like a 20 minutes.
He looked at his watch and said 1 hour 7 minutes.
Yeah.
He spoke for about 2.5 minutes. He looked down and said 1 hour 6 minutes. I was like, what? Wait. What, did you stop time to talk about that?
Yeah, exactly.
Then he had the 3 minutes to get upstairs with the elevator.
Oh my god, I know.
The 30 seconds when the kid was taking off the
16 seconds he had.
Oh, 60 seconds. It hits 11 seconds. He picks up the kid. They go to run out.
And then I'm like, oh my god, the time progression in this movie was very, very slowed. It was all plot-based time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? The clock didn't move unless Ziggler already got from point A to point B. Then the clock will move, you know?
Well, another point I wanted to make was that the whole girlfriend was when you see, like, I never got, how did he get to the house? How did he get inside her house?
I'm sure he still has, he's a cop.
But how long did they have, they never
said how long they were separated?
Like,
it's been 3 years since his son died, so just anywhere between...
But maybe he just opened the door. Maybe he had to.
Maybe he knew where the secret key was. Maybe he picked the lock. He's a cop. I don't know. Who cares?
That was weird.
It was... That part of the backstory with his son was an emotional point. Uh-huh. It really was. Especially when he goes to the kidnapper's apartment and finds all the newspaper clippings of like him. They're all of when like he made front page of like stopping something or he cop of the year, whatever it was, and then he had one clipping of an article talking about his son getting killed.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's like, is that our kid? The Captain Isabel said. And he goes, no, it's someone else's kid, you know? But he had that emotion. Ziggler portrayed it, I think he did a good job.
He did, no.
You know?
No. Someone else's.
I think it was a little forced for him to explain the whole story to that other guy, the other Russian guy.
And just wound up killing him anyway.
That bothered me, because it's like, you really just stuck that in because she needed to find out his backstory.
Yeah, exactly.
She needed to find out his son was killed.
His son was killed.
So that's the only reason why they put it in there. It was very forced. Like, okay, we have to make, at one point, Ziggler explain his son was murdered and this and that. So, of course, why not just tell the guy? And he's had such a stupid reason for it. He's like, it's all about time. 3 years ago, my son was killed. And I tried to run and save him, but I was out of time. And he's like, why are you telling me this? Because something like, today's not your day, or you're out of time. I don't know what the fuck he was
Time is value of today.
He had such a horrible segue.
I would have been like, you wasted bad time just saying this shit.
But it was such a bad segue getting into the conversation, and then it was a bad segue getting out, and then he just kicked the guy in the face.
Sucked.
And he just kicked the guy in the face.
And then how'd they get the zip ties off?
I don't know.
All of a sudden, she was in the driver's seat driving the car, and her hands were out.
Her hands were out there, yeah.
And then for a quick second, they went like this again, and then they were back out.
And then so began the slowest and like least exciting
car chase scene,
firefight in moving vehicles ever. it's bulletproof windows, then it's not bulletproof windows, then he rolls down the window and gets shot at. He's like, oh no!
Down the bulletproof windows to stick his hand 5 inches outside the window to shoot. Then they shoot and they freaking skins his arm, doesn't it?
Something like he moves back in.
He's like, oh!
Bad.
And then she sticks her arm out the window to shoot.
They were all just shooting so wildly. They're like,
yeah.
And then
I'll hit something.
And then he just drops a grenade in the car.
And then the guy goes in the glove compartment, pulls out a grenade.
Drops it.
And then drops it.
And then knocks it.
He drops it and then pushes it further away as he tries to pick it up.
And knocks the pin out.
And he's like, oh shit. Boom.
Well, yes, otherwise.
What you do...
How did he drop it though?
Because the driver got shot, so he bumped into him.
Yeah. How do you not have a good grasp
on a grenade?
I don't know. Hold your hand.
What bothered me?
I'll bump into you.
What bothered me? Wait. But what bothered me is when they track down the bomb maker and he explains what kind of bomb this is. He's like, "Be careful." He's like, "It has a very large blast radius."
Yeah.
Very large. And when Ziggler finally gets the kid out of the bomb vest and he runs away with him, it only looks like it blows up that one
Just one room. Yeah.
So. You know, the way you made it sound like it was such a big bomb race, it was at least going to take out the whole
floor. They evacuated the whole building.
Yeah, but at least it was going to take out the floor. But honestly, if I stood in the hallway outside, I would have been fine.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
wouldn't have even mattered.
There was another thing when he said that it's unstable, very unstable.
Oh, yeah,
the way he took it off wasn't as rough I thought it would be. It was still rough, but the kid freaking pushed it off with his foot, with his sneaker. He was like, hey.
But he was just carrying him too, though.
But even so, like, I feel like he still didn't ice it enough. I feel like that shit was like too.
For some reason, I feel like the way they initially explained the bomb, it should have been a lot more complicated to take off.
Oh,
but Ziggler did a couple of twists of the thing, and then just unclipped them, and he's like, "Okay, come on." Like I felt like the way they explained it prior, it seemed like a much more complicated situation.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You know,
Kane wasn't really
in the movie.
I don't even know why they had Kane there in the first place. Like
because it's a WWE films and he's a WWE superstar.
It was just like pointless. He didn't do shit.
I remember
money somewhere.
I remember my point is that I like what they did using his backstory to like frame him. Like he sued the city for $2 million and the ransom was $2 million. $2 million. Apparently, somehow the guy got a cell phone in his desk.
And his thing, the signature and everything.
Yeah, the signature, the P.O. box was under his name.
He was like, "What? I don't have an account."
He said, "I don't even have that."
What?
And then the signal that was jamming, so they couldn't track down the video feed. The jamming signal was coming from his laptop, his computer on his desk.
What was random was when they stole his pickup truck.
What was that supposed to be?
What?
Was that honest? Like I thought it was going to come in later on, like at a point.
Yeah.
No, someone actually just stole his truck.
Stole his truck.
Hey, someone jacked my truck. That's a $40,000 truck. Damn it.
Hey, just get in. I'll call it in.
Come on. No one saw anything?
Just ride with me. We'll call it in.
This city's a sewer.
Like they needed to get it out of the way.
You want to know one car? Exactly. They needed to have him and her drive together. They needed to have them group up instead of driving separately.
What? Somebody jacked my truck.
Like that's a $4,000 truck.
That's a 40.
I heard 4.
That's a cheap ass.
But like, really? That's what you do? Just make his car get stolen? Like, oh my, come on!
At least blow it up. That would have been better. At least blow up the car.
There were a couple of points where it was very forced plot points or forced dialogue, but overall, I like it.
It's a WWE studio movie.
I think they're getting better though.
They are getting better.
I think they're getting better. Because when they first started making movies with Lionsgate or Legendary, they were like subpar.
They were just movies.
I think they're starting to get better.
Yeah.
They are.
I do. Their storytelling is getting better.
Studios could get big one day. You know,
yeah,
I mean, how Netflix did.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we give it a rating for this.
I give it an A.
I would give it B+.
Get the fuck out of this room.
I'm gonna give it a B+ too.
I'll give it.
Wow, I give a high rating for this new story.
Well, for now, I don't want to jump right in being like,
B+ because it was decent. Like I enjoyed watching it as a movie, just a movie. But I mean, like, you can still see the glitches in it. Like
you can still see the
glitches like
it's a video.
You can still see the amateur style.
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, I don't want to jump right into the very first and be like, hey, you get an A and you get an A.
Hey, for you.
But that's because, I'm looking at it as if this is a WWE Studios film, and I've seen other films,
yeah.
I already know where some of them are going.
Right.
It deserves a good.
So I do want to give. I don't give high grades as it is when we do bad movie reviews.
So that's our WWE movie review on Countdown. Tune in next time for 12 Rounds Lockdown.
Yeah.
We're going to do that one next because it's also fairly new.
Yeah, it's fairly new.
It came out a few months ago.
Start hitting old ones.
And then we'll start hitting things like, we already have a list of like Condemned 1 and 2.
I was going to say Condemned
Marine 1 through 4. Uh-huh. Oh, man.
Santa's Helper.
Santa's Helper. Yes.
Why does that sound familiar? I think I've seen that.
It just came out for Christmas.
No,
it was with Miz and Paige.
With Miz and Paige, okay. Oh my god.
So next time is going to be 12 Rounds Lockdown with Dean Ambrose. As always, like, comment, subscribe. And if you're a wrestling fan, let us know what wrestling movies you want us to tackle. Which other one might be good for us to do, which might be fun? Ready to Rumble.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Ready to Rumble. I never seen that
WCW.
I never seen the
Really? That's a good movie.
There's quite a few wrestling movies that we can do.
Yeah, there's a bunch that we can do. The more we sat down and thought about it, the more were coming to mind. Yeah. So, but that's it for this one. As I'm Cope.
Bray.
Matt.
And we see you guys next time. Later.